What happened next changed how I view relationships forever. Not only did I learn why eye contact is the secret weapon to keeping someone's interest, but the kiss that happened at minute 52 and wasn't even supposed to be part of the deal. The chemistry was so real that I'm still questioning if what I felt was fake. So I discovered Connect, where people offer relationship experiences by the hour. These aren't escorts. They're people who simulate being in a relationship with you. Coffee dates, dinner conversations, even cooking together at your place. All the relationship stuff without any commitment. After scrolling through profiles, I found Mia. Her bio said she specialized in teaching authentic connection skills and had over 100 five-star reviews. Guys were paying $75 an hour to learn how to actually connect with women, so I booked her immediately. When Mia arrived at the cafe, she looked completely normal. Jeans, simple top, minimal makeup, not what I expected at all. So you want to learn why your relationships don't last? She asked after sitting down. Direct and straight to the point. I explained that I was researching for my channel, but also genuinely curious why I couldn't seem to keep girlfriends past the 3-month mark. The problem is, most guys never learn real connection, she said. They think relationships are about saying the right things or buying gifts, but women stay for how you make them feel. For the next 30 minutes, Mia taught me her 3 rules of connection. This is what shocked me. Rule number 1, 8-second eye contact. Not creepy staring, but intentional eye contact during conversation. Look at me, she said, then held my gaze. I immediately wanted to look away, but forced myself to maintain contact. After about 8 seconds, something weird happened. I felt a rush of comfort and interest that wasn't there before. Most people break eye contact after 2 to 3 seconds, she explained. When you hold it longer, it triggers trust chemicals in the brain. Do this daily with someone you're dating, and they'll feel more connected to you than with anyone else in their life. Rule number 2, physical touch that isn't sexual. Mia demonstrated by lightly touching my forearm while making a point in conversation. Later, she brushed her hand against mine while reaching for her coffee. Small, appropriate touches create physical memory, she said. Her brain links feeling good in conversation with your physical presence. Rule number 3, ask questions no one else asks. Not, how was your day, but what made you smile today? Not, what do you do, but what part of your work makes you lose track of time? These questions show you're interested in her inner world, not just surface facts, Mia explained. Then she did something unexpected. She suggested we role-play a date using these techniques. For the next 20 minutes, we pretended to be on a first date. She taught me to mirror her body language and maintain that eye contact and ask questions that made her open up. The conversation flowed easily, and I started forgetting this was a paid service. At around minute 45, Mia said something that hit hard. The reason your relationships fail isn't because you're picking the wrong women, it's because you never learned how to keep the right ones interested. She explained that most attraction fades because people stop doing the things that created it in the first place. They get comfortable. They stop making eye contact. They stop being curious about each other. Every successful long-term couple I know still flirts and creates moments of connection. She said, they don't just exist together. They actively try to make each other feel something. Then came minute 52. We were practicing intense eye contact again. But this time something changed in the room. Our faces were closer. The conversation had paused, and then we kissed. It wasn't planned or part of the service, man. It just happened naturally based on the connection we'd built in under an hour. When we pulled apart, Mia looked as surprised as I felt. That wasn't supposed to happen. She said quietly, the last few minutes were awkward but real. Mia admitted this had never happened with a client before. I admitted these techniques had clearly worked. When our hour ended, I paid the $75, but before leaving, Maya wrote something on a napkin and handed it to me. I still have that napkin, but what keeps me thinking isn't her number, is how quickly connection can be created when you know what you're doing. Was what I felt real or just clever psychology? And if these techniques work so well with a stranger, what would happen if you use them with someone you actually care about? I'm going to try an experiment next week. I'm calling up my ex, who I haven't spoken to in 6 months. I'm going to use these exact same techniques and see if they work on someone who already knows me. What do you think will happen?